relax. Good. And I hope that you have a wonderful next section. Now we're going to do personal attention with layered sounds to match. Okay, and we're just going to add some nice face cream like that. Just make sure to get it all over the skin. Very good. Very good. Okay. Just move it all around, as well as getting the blood pumping in your face. So, just that. Okay. Over on that side. Very good. Okay. There's more on this side. Good. Okay. And on this side. Good. Okay. Just over your forehead as well. I know that we found the forehead. Make sure it all gets in there. Good. Okay. Alright, now that we've done that, now we're going to brush your hair, okay? Just brushy, brushy, brushy. Okay. Brushy, brushy, brushy. Like that. Brushy, 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 brushy. Okay. Brushy, 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 brushy. Perfect, perfect. Just brush your hair. Brush your hair. Good. Very nice. I hope that feels very relaxing and comforting. Go. So nice and cozy. Okay. Brushy, brushy, brushy. Brushy, 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 brushy. Brushy, 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 brushy. Good. Brushy, 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 brushy. Just so much brushing, brushing, brushing. Such a nice, soft, so nice. Very soft. Very, very, very soft. Good. So very soft and good. So nice. Okay. Which did you prefer? Personal attention without layers or personal attention with layers? Go ahead and write it in your comment. This time we're going to do normal whispering versus enunciated whispering. Let's begin first with normal whispering. So there's a couple of different kinds of whispering that I think are normal. I think that this kind of breathing whispering is a little bit of my signature, but I also think that having very non-breathy whispering is also incredibly tingly. There's also being very close to the microphone like this, or there is being a little bit more of a distance away. A bit of a distance away. There's over here on the left side and over here on the right side, over here on the left side, over here on the right side. Very good. And I just think that usual of an ASMR trigger. ASMR trigger. The first time the only character, like roleplay original character that I have done with this voice is, I think, the vampire hunter, Marlene, who might only exist over on my Patreon. She, I think, has at least 2 videos, 2 roleplays. She's very silly. She's not very good at recognizing vampires very well. For example, she thinks that any children who are dressed up as vampires for Halloween must be real vampires, and you hunt accordingly. The character is a little bit touched in the head. She's strange, but anyway, I think she also has an audio over on my Patreon. They also do exclusive audios, which sometimes are roleplays, sometimes just normal whispering sounds, whatever. There's also more kiss and mouth sounds on there than there is here. It's just more frequent. But yes, enunciated whispers, whispers, whispers. I want you to tingle, 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 tingle. This is enunciated whispers, enunciated whispers, enunciated whispers, enunciated whispers. This is the right side. This is the left side. The right, the left, the right side, the left side. Tingle, 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 tingle. I want you to relax, sleep, sleep, relax, relax. I want you to tingle, tingle, tingle. I want you to tingle, tingle, tingle. I want you to tingle, tingle, tingle. Can you do that? I want you to tingle, tingle, tingle. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? I want you to tingle, tingle, tingle. Have you decided? Have you decided? Have you decided that you like these kinds of whispering better than normal kinds? Is it a fair comparison? Fair comparison. Can you do enunciate whispers a little more quickly? Yes, you can, but indefinitely requires more breath control on my part. Breath control. So, what do you think? Normal or enunciated whispers? Add it to your comments. Now we're going to explore hard sounds versus soft sounds. This is a hard sound. A hard sound is what you'd imagine it to be. This is the kind of thing I think about. Hard sounds, soft sounds, and as you'll discover in the next section, sharp sounds versus dull sounds. This is also an example of like a hard sound. It's this little roly ball on this fidget cube. You can also click it. Do you see what I mean? It's like it's like chewing on a pen cap, like letting it go around your mouth, like clicking around in there. Now you might be wondering, what is a soft sound? Did you prefer hard sounds or soft sounds? Add it to your comment below. Now we're going to move on to sharp sounds versus dull sounds. Let's have a listen. Hear how it's like hitting that there's not really any words to understand in the first place. So, let's start with gibberish. Arena Konama Nustaba Norstedemanola Stupidestamon Miniministis to put over Lilla Minister Sepula Lord Mimson to pump to stead or let the produce Thornamanella the Nemadas to Vanilla Lockety to put a Dalala Snorgman to George the Manasta Divanana Tag to put a stone to Orina Damatsuna Dana Rana Mala Bing Bang Pala Stupa Dupa Dupa Orba Dupa Stupa Pata Shanana Womp Womany Womp Womp Bam Boom Shanana a ding da dong she wop water yippity boom to boom ching jangity ching shibop dip to wop dip up doopy doo boogie shibadoo wop shibop shanana wabadoo whip put on bumpa ram da ding da dong she pop she water yippity boom to boom ching jangity ching shibop dip to wop doopy boogie shibadoo wop shibop shanana wop bomany wop bam boom Renica Nusta don't really know new stem at the last nosta Thornaman Lornaman Stidista Fellow Manustum Rakusta Bunda Balala Orstaman Flaminos the Marla Rustamanoush Bella Nustu Falala people Loda Abacadabra Stebati Larvis Steba Thornaman Lorstaman and Estov and Lily Kodorsk Rimanakana does Dubadarla Manadush that is so soul Tag to step Lord Steman and Nias to go to step Laska Malamanis Masters is the Thavalor Stepan Manis to do step Akadukus to Waka Dupa the Lilist Monalarosko for Lamanor Stari Manina Donkey Bustavala Morodo Stavalana Meneli Kusko Valamana Stella Mananista Monashko Stamala Thornmana Lenin Ornamana Stabadapak Stab Lornama Sista Valarko Stab Lamananista the Colork Nina but I think Lork and Stamana Nuish Lars Stamana Simana Loredana Matista Vala whispering